My name is Justin. I play for AS Roma and I come from Amsterdam. Like where I started, I was playing tennis. So I wouldn't hear no football, I just want to play tennis the whole day on school, on sport. I was playing tennis. So I was thinking, oh, I want to be a tennis player, maybe, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer or something.
I grew up with his brother because we were the same age. So we were always playing soccer in the garage. And Justin always, he wanted to come, but he was not a really soccer fanatic. In the past, he wanted to play tennis always. I don't know if he really wanted to be a tennis player, but he was not really into soccer.
But after in the years, you look up, I look up to my brother, to my dad, and they play soccer, so automatically you're gonna love to play soccer. I had a home and I jumped the fence and then I was in the playground, and then I played with older guys on the street. Sometimes you fall, you have a scratch on your knee, you cry, and then the next day you go again, and I think that's the basic of football, just on the streets, getting the technique that you have, you can learn, you can develop. I played for AFC De Dijk, is where I started. I was 6, 7, 8 years old. So after 1 year AFC De Dijk, I went to AFC, it's a different team. And actually after 1 year of AFC, Ajax scouted me. Yeah, for me it also was a dream because my dad played for Ajax. That was unbelievable, was so great. I was very young, I trained maybe 4 times a week already. I go to school in the morning, it was crazy. I was the day started at 7:30, 8 o'clock. I went to school. I was 14, around the age of 14, I left this school. And then I went to other school, Berkhof. It's a chef-cook school, so I can cook also. Maybe one time I show you guys how I cook. They picked me up at school, then you train, you eat also at the club. You have lunch, you eat, you have training, and then after you eat again at 7:30. So you are the whole day you are gone from home, and 4 times, 5 times a week. It's crazy for a boy like 14, 15, 16 years old, So it went really quick. So I was in a B1, under 17, then I could go to under 19. I was in under 19 for like a month or 2. Then I went to under 23 and I played there I think 4 or 5 games. And then I could go to the trainings camp with the first team. I was 17 at the moment. I could go to Portugal. I went and I had an amazing trainings camp with them. I was looking every time like this. When there was food, we get the best food. It was crazy, And you are playing with the big guys of the team of Ajax, where you look up to when you were small, So some of that moments were like I was thinking I am here. It's crazy. I'm just with them now. So that burned me, burned me. I was working so hard and I had an amazing trainings camp. Because also I think in life you have to get your chances, That was a chance for me and I took it. I had an amazing trainings camp. I came back in the plane. The trainer, Peter Bos at the time, great trainer, great guy. So much respect for that man. He called me and I was sitting with him and he said, how do you think it went, How do you think the trainings camp went? And I said, yeah, it was okay, And he said you did it amazing, you did very good, And he said, when we come back in Holland, you can stay training with us, stay training with us. And then when I landed, I was on my phone everybody I'm training every week with the first squad now. And that made me more from a young boy to a man. And I'm so thankful for that opportunity that I got. and I made my debut, you know, my first debut. That was like, I couldn't stop smiling. If you look the videos now, I come in and I don't want to smile, but I couldn't stop, you know. It was crazy, the best moment of my life at that moment, you know. My mother, what she represents for me, like everything, you know. So a strong woman actually, and how I see how she raised us, like how we are now. If I look to my brothers, and yeah, that gives me courage every day, yeah, for sure. My grandmother is like the best cook, you know. It's the potatoes, the taste is crazy, the chicken. So that's my favorite food, and she knows that. So every time she comes here, she makes the best dish for me. That's why I think I like cooking also so much, you know. My mother is a great cook, my father is a great cook. My little brother Shane is a great cook, and yeah, that's why I think. Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I actually don't feel alone because now it's like the first time I'm alone in, like, I would say 3-4 months. So I like to be alone some days, 4 or 5 days, and then after I want to have some company because that's too long. But yeah, it's always, then I have a cousin here, 2 cousins, my cousins and my brother only. Then my mother comes sometimes from Holland, you know, so there's always some friends, there's always somebody with me. Actually, that is the best feeling, you know, to be with people you love, enjoy, you train. I'm finished at 1:30, 2:30 sometimes. To have lunch with them, to go to the city, to do what you like, you know, that's the best thing. For me, the reason, actually the biggest reason why I decided to start like a YouTube channel, you know, and also like to inspire like younger children, you know, to look up to something. I hope things that I say that I can bring over to them. Hopefully one day we have a lot of great talents in this world. Yeah.